All right, it's Real 92.3, LA's new one for hip hop. It's Bootleg Kevin, DJ Head.
West Coast.
We have got Layton Greene in the building.
What's up?
God damn it, welcome.
Thank you.
Well, you're not technically you're the first R&B singer that's on QC. I was gonna call you the first lady, but shout out to Steph Dawn. I know that we had her up here earlier this year. How did the QC thing happen? Because you said you only been singing for a couple of years.
Yeah, 2 years. I went viral back in 2017 off a cover that I did, Kodak Black, Rolling Peace.
Oh, wow.
I just covered that, and it went crazy, so I capitalized on it. I was like, okay, people like the covers, so I just
kept doing covers?
You did it on Instagram? Or?
Yeah, I initially put the Kodak cover on Snapchat, and it went crazy on Snapchat.
Wow.
Damn.
And I posted it on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and it went viral on all 3 platforms, but Instagram mostly.
Wow.
And then I came out with a full version, and I put it out on SoundCloud, and that went crazy. It actually hit billboards.
Did you know if Kodak saw it, or did he hit you up?
He didn't really just acknowledge it.
He didn't acknowledge it. Yeah.
But I did that, and then I just started doing more covers, and I came out with an original piece last year called Myself, because I didn't want people to think that
You were just the cover girl.
just the cover girl, right? I didn't want to be known for that, so came out with an original piece called Myself, and that's when the label started calling.
They started a call.
Right, and P and Coach, they reached out through a DM on Instagram.
Which one DM'd you?
Coach K DM'd me first, and then P DM'd me probably 2 hours later.
When you saw the DM, what'd you think?
I was like, dang. I thought it was crazy because I didn't think that was even an option, being that it's only hip hop rappers on the roster. I didn't think that was even.
Do you remember what he said? What the first DM was?
Yeah, he was just like, I know you sitting down with all these labels, but I want to meet with you before you make your decision.
Damn, that's straightforward.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, oh shit, when?
It's real.
Text back when, and we linked up the next week because I was already living in Atlanta.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Sat down, and it was all genuine, and I knew from that meeting, I was like, oh yeah,
we're going to go with that.
This is where I want to be. Yeah.
Nice. That's dope. You know what's crazy is when I first heard your single, it reminded me of some early 2000s Sierra.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like that kind of vibe has been missing from R&B.
Yeah.
I feel like it's like a big,
Yeah.
I was gonna say a big gaping hole. That's why he's laughing.
Shit. That's why he's laughing.
No, but I do feel like that there's that's been missing from R&B. Is that something that you like? Is that just your sound? Do you feel like, or is that something that you kind of purposely was like, yo, I kind of want to fill this space because it's not anything like that out right now.
I love it. That was it was inspired, of course, by the original "Can't Leave Him Alone" by 50 Cent and Sierra. I just love that song, and being that I was already remaking songs and making them my own, I thought it was the perfect idea, and I feel like I wanted that, just really a song that could get the girls going, and just it was summertime, so. But I feel like my sound is more so mid tempo, really on some real soulful R&B.
Why can't you leave the Dope Boys alone?
Oh, I left them alone now. See,
You
that
did?
was
Now?
back.
Okay.
You 20.
In my
what do you
old
mean now?
days.
In your old days.
When I was 17, 18, a couple years back.
And you couldn't get away from it.
I couldn't. It was hard, honestly. The Dope Boy was my first love. So
he was your first love. Okay.
First love.
How long were you with the Dope Boy?
Probably about a year.
Okay.
9 months to a year.
Is he still out? Is he out right now, or is he
I don't know what he's doing. Yeah.
He's probably kicking himself in the ass because he sees you on BET every day.
Right. He keep unfriending me and friending me on Facebook.
Oh, he's one of those.
Oh, that's real passive aggressive.
A lot of people do that. They'll follow you and unfollow you fam. I'm not gonna follow you back.
Trying to get your attention.
Do you talk about him in the group chats and shit?
Oh, nah.
No, you moved on.
Yeah, I moved on. We on a bigger and better thing.
Being
For
from
sure.
East St. Louis, I've only been there once in my life, and it was an extremely interesting experience. I think it was called the Pink Slip, right? Yeah, shout out to the Pink Slip.
It's crazy because every time I bring up East St. Louis, it's that's the thing that's monumental out in East St. Louis.
Yeah.
I went to the strip club down there. Was it the best strip club you ever been to?
No, it was dangerous.
It was definitely dangerous.
I felt uneasy for sure.
Oh shit! So that's why I guess everybody remembers.
I went with one of the homies, and he was paying for everybody's lap dance. So it wasn't
So it was a good experience.
It was cool, but it wasn't oh, I'm happy to be here.
There was a lot of knife wounds
the
in
girls
there.
were straight.
It was alright. I was a 5 out of 10.
Oh shit!
Damn.
I mean, I would say 6 out of 10. They get a D.
Alright.
They passed. They passed the class.
Okay.
Shit.
I mean, this was years ago, though.
50% is an F.
Yeah,
I don't think they have pink slip no more.
Yeah, this was like years ago. But do you feel like influenced by the St. Louis? Obviously, East St. Louis. Not a lot of people know that it's not in Missouri and it's kind of its own city. How much do you identify with like the other side of the bridge? Obviously, St. Louis has a pretty crazy, history when it comes. I kind of heard you say her in there. Do you use like is the slang the same and all that shit?
Yeah, it's definitely the same. We ain't too far from
A lot
each
of
other,
R's.
so. Yeah, for sure. But they don't really St. Louis don't be claiming us for real.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? We like the roaches. They
Really?
The roaches?
on the other side.
Damn.
Fucking what's up? Damn, Nelly, that's dirty, man.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Nah.
That's
But
crazy, man.
Really, we really the same. For real and not.
Have you ever ran into Chingy like at a Foot Locker or anywhere?
Nah, not Chingy. Nelly though. Yeah,
What about
Nelly.
Jaquan? Have you seen him out
Jaquan,
anywhere?
nah,
Maybe
him.
working at a Subway?
Nah.
Or, no. I've always been wondering what happened to all these St. Louis guys.
Okay.
St. Lunatics
Okay,
album was solid though. Free City,
I'll be
crazy
telling
album.
Yeah.
I be telling you.
Yo,
For sure.
with obviously you said that the single is one thing, but your body of work, you wanted to get a little bit more personal.
Yeah.
And tell your story. What's the name of your EP again? It's
Tell your story.
Tell Your Story. That's right. That's what I say. That's the name
Tell
of it,
your
right?
story. Yeah.
What is your story? Like, what is it that you want people to know about you?
Just everything that I've been through, my journey to get to where I am now. I feel like it's real inspiring and relatable. You know what I'm saying? People that are experiencing similar things or going through things that.
Like what? Like give us like a little like what's your background? Like what's your upbringing? What's some shit you had to go through?
Well, living in East St. Louis, we didn't have much. We lived in the projects, and really, I feel like my childhood was kind of lonely. You know what I'm saying? My parents kept me real like. What's the word I'm looking for?
Humble?
Sheltered.
Sheltered. Sheltered.
Kept you
Okay.
away from the shit and made you run to it.
Yeah, for sure. So like, cause my mom, she dealt with some things in her childhood where she was just like kind of just scared of the world or just trying not
She was
to
overly
expose
protective.
me. Right. She didn't want to expose me to everything or any bad out there. So they tried to keep me in. I couldn't go to my friend's house. They'd be like, oh, no, I don't know them people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or my friends couldn't come over.
Was it like were you not allowed to watch a lot of TV?
Oh, we didn't have cable. So, like, I had a radio in my room. I remember the only channel I had in my room was the shopping channel.
Oh, that's all bad.
I used to watch it at nighttime because I used to be scared of the dark, but besides the point.
I was going to ask you, being that they kept you so sheltered and shit like that, and then when you did end up chasing the dope boys and shit like that,
Right.
how did they react to that?
Oh, they didn't know nothing about that.
Oh, so you had a separate life.
They didn't know nothing about that. By the time I was 17, I was living in a house with 16, 17, I was living in the house with my brother, and then we ended up being homeless. So then it was just like I was just out here in the streets, you know.
But
what
when
I'm
you say
saying?
you were homeless, like what happened? Like
Well, we're living in East St. Louis after my mom and my dad split up and separated. My mom's from Tennessee, my dad's from East St. Louis, so that's why we picked up and moved over there. So me and my older brother and my mom, we ended up going and living with her mom, and
in Tennessee.
And I'm biracial, so my mom's white, my dad's black, and
Really?
yeah, all my life, like my mom kind of kept us away from her side of the family just because. I mean, her
White
family
people in
kind of
Tennessee.
disowned her. You
Yeah, I
know
was saying
what
white
I'm
people in Tennessee, chances are they voted for Trump.
yeah, so like she tried to keep us away from that, being that we were biracial, and so it was like it was like a culture shock.
So you like went and hung out with your white family for a while.
Tennessee, yeah, we was living with her mom. We was actually living, like sleeping in her living room on the floor, making pallets and stuff. And we ended up getting our own spot, got on our feet, but that didn't last long. We ended up living in the projects in Tennessee, me, my mom, and my brother, and his baby mama now. So it's like we all living together. That fell off, and my mom ended up moving in with her boyfriend and didn't allow me to come live with them. So then I started living with my brother at this
Oh,
time.
that's crazy.
You and your brother and the brother's baby mama.
Yeah, well, actually, at this time, the baby mama had split. So
Okay.
he's living in a house, 2-bedroom apartment by himself. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to just come move in with you. And he ended up being my boss at a Wingstop. He was a general manager.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so like we was working together. But he was 21 at the time, being a general manager. So he wasn't like real responsible as a 21-year-old. I was literally doing most of the work. So I was like working nonstop. It would always be like short staffed and
Yeah, Wingstop takes forever to get your wings.
that's because it's cooked to order. But
That's fair.
yeah, for
I see you
sure.
defending Wingstop.
Chicken be fresh though.
Facts.
But yeah, for sure. So I was really doing most of his job, closing the store, having to go to school the next morning, and I was really failing in school. I was a junior at this time. Then I hit 17 and everything just like fell apart. He lost his job and he wasn't paying the bills at the crib. And then my mom ended up moving in with us in an apartment, and she tried to help us get on our feet. But my brother was like so like deep in the hole. Like the apartment people was like, nah, y'all gotta get out.
Damn.
And they knocked on the door the day of and was like, y'all supposed to been out. He wasn't telling us
Wow.
nothing, wasn't showing us no eviction letters or anything. So
when you said your mom didn't let you come live with her,
yeah, it was more so like her boyfriend wouldn't allow.
did that cause a problem with you and your moms?
Nah.
No.
I always, you know.
Hey, so after you get the knock on the door, it's time to get the fuck out. What happens next?
We had to just grab everything we were able to grab. I literally had to leave everything. Mostly I just grabbed shoes, clothes.
This when you're 17?
Yeah, and
That's crazy.
moved in. We moved into the motel. And I was 16 at this time.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. And
So you do have a real story to tell.
Yeah, for sure. And I thought it was important just because I feel like God put me through all that so I could be able to.
For sure. And I'm sure you're how's your brother doing now? Is he got his shit together?
He trying.
He's trying.
Yeah, he trying.
Are you noticing the family coming around now that you're getting some success? Like, yo, what's up? Can we come fuck with you?
Yeah.
I
feel like a lot of my cousins and stuff, like, they looking up to me, you know what I'm saying? Especially, and it's crazy because my older cousins looking up to me, you know? Like, I feel like I inspire my family.
That's good.
Just, like, it ain't, I feel like they think East St. Louis is all that's all that's out there. So them seeing me prosper and do big things, it's very inspiring.
What about the Tennessee side? Do they fuck with you?
Tennessee side, I don't really talk to them.
Okay.
Yeah, my grandma, I talk to her, and she dealing with some things, but I'm gonna get it all handled once I.
Yeah, I just assume like when you said it was a culture shock to go to Tennessee, where keep it funky. Was there redneck? I'm assuming there's rednecks.
For sure. Like my brother actually, and not to say his business, but like the racism was so bad. It was just like he couldn't even take it, and he was a senior at that time, and he dropped out of school.
That's crazy.
The racism was so bad, and like I ignored it. I didn't care. Like my brother coming home, like, oh my God, they calling me the N-word at school. They doing this. They taking my Jordans in the locker room. They hiding my stuff. They tearing my books up. And he was just like over it, and I just ignored it. I was always that kid that didn't care.
Right.
Like I was heartless. I was like,
I appreciate you not current. You feel me?
Not current. You get on there.
You're not gonna do her today.
And not today.
Oh man,
Not today.
Now that's dope though. So when you had originally started to go viral, what were you doing? Did you have a day job?
Yeah, I was actually working full time at Walmart. I had reached out to some biological family and tried to get. I didn't graduate high school, so I was 18 at this time. I was like, dang, I need to really just get my life together. I don't know where it's headed,
right.
And it's like at least I know I need to get my diploma.
So you were full time at Walmart.
Full time at Walmart, I was doing cap 2, unloading the truck and stocking the groceries.
What was that like, man? I feel like Walmart. Yo, I'm telling you, what city were you in? Tennessee or?
Yeah, I was in Murfreesboro at this
Let
point.
me tell you something. Was this a 24-hour Walmart?
Yeah.
Yo, listen, you go to Walmart in the South, 2-3 a.m. That's the worst. You'll see the worst shit in the world.
Oh Lord.
That is all, everybody who's on Jerry Springer in the 90s, they go and shop there at 2-3 a.m. Yo, it's real fucked up, man. I lived in Florida. You go to Walmart 2-3 in the morning in Florida. Oh my God.
What the hell be going on in Walmart?
Just a lot of motherfuckers on meth.
Oh,
that's where the tweakers
snap.
be shopping. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
like,
shit.
Yeah,
Well,
babies running around with no shoes
my
and no
shift-
shirt.
I happen to love Walmart. I don't know what he talking
Yeah,
about.
I love Walmart too.
Hey man, I fuck with Walmart, but yo, how many half naked babies did you see running around at Walmart?
What?
Nah, my shift was 2 to 11, so I ain't see no crazy shit on.
Hey, yo, man, put some fucking shoes on your kid before you bring it to Walmart.
What if they couldn't afford no
Oh
shoes?
no, yeah, no shoes.
They're at Walmart. They can afford, like, they're $2 shoes at Walmart.
What if they couldn't afford the shoes?
Man, listen.
Let's see.
Them 50 cents on the
Nah,
dollar
if
for
you
the
got
food
shoes
stamps.
on, you could afford some shoes for your baby.
For sure. That's dope, man. So who are some of your bigger like inspirations, like musically, like when it comes to like what you were listening to coming up? Where you think you get your style from?
Mary J. Blige, big
Good
inspiration. Keisha Cole. I love
I can see
Prince. I love Prince. A lot of people say Keisha Cole. I remind him of Keisha Cole, which is crazy. I would say.
You seem less scorned than Keisha, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shut up, Keisha.
Give her some time. You know what I'm saying? Let her go.
She
through
only
some,
20.
Let her go through some shit real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Lauryn Hill.
Oh, Lauren.
Kelly Price.
Kelly Price. Fire.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you do anything weird like when you warming up your voice and stuff like that? I heard like some crazy rituals.
I mean, like I feel like the warm ups themselves are weird.
Yeah, no, they're super
What do you
weird.
do?
You like gargle water?
You want me to do that?
No, I'm saying I'm asking you.
No,
What do you
do it. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do them all together. Let's warm up to sing together.
Like, what's something weird that you do?
Something weird. I mean, I feel like all singers do it. Just the warm ups are weird in general. I don't really just do anything.
Make
just
like
weird.
I know. I see my boy. He used to like gargle water. I think, or like, is that something right? Like something.
I've seen all kinds.
I
of
mean,
shit.
I heard that you shouldn't gargle water. I mean, you shouldn't swallow water before you sing. You should gargle it.
I've seen
Gargle
people try to like soak their tongue. They hold the warm shit in their mouth.
Okay.
I've seen
The
people
best-
do push-ups, all kind of weird shit.
Push-ups.
Push-ups?
I don't-
Exactly.
I don't know about that.
I got my vocal coach got me on this little vaporizer.
Vaporizer.
Yeah, she said that's the best thing that really just moisturize your vocal cords the
Mm.
fastest.
Mm.
So
What is your favorite TV show ever? What do you at?
ever?
Yeah, what are you watching at home on Netflix?
Dang, I couldn't tell you ever favorite TV
Okay,
show
what are you
ever. Well, I
watching
could
right
say
now?
Martin is my favorite TV show.
Oh,
ever.
Martin, that's a good
Yeah.
one. But what are you
Love
watching right now?
Right now, Euphoria. Love Euphoria.
Euphoria is amazing.
Amazing, right?
Yo, what's the name of the little fast ass girl in that show?
The one that was.
The one that was dating the jock and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
they,
get her ass beat.
Oh my god.
Let me
I'm
not
like,
say
yo,
that.
where were these kind of girls when I was 16?
What?
I'm just saying,
No,
she's
yeah,
turned up.
They all turned up.
Oh my God.
All of them. They're
Doing all kinds of drugs. There's like an 8-year-old kid selling coke in the
That's what you.
8-year-old kid.
I heard you.
You ain't seen that show?
I heard. No, I've seen the show.
And Zendaya is amazing in that show.
Some of the best acting I've seen.
Man,
in a long time.
what?
She killed it.
She is. I can't wait for season 2.
Yeah, season 2 is gonna be crazy.
Euphoria. I have not seen an episode of Power.
Not
Of
one
Power?
episode.
Yeah,
Have
it's
you watched
overrated.
I like it.
Overrated?
Yeah, I think it's overrated.
I like
You
it.
should watch The Wire.
The Wire?
Yeah, I'll give you my HBO Go password.
Oh, I got
He wants you to watch a show
HBO.
about prison.
No, The
Prison?
Wire's not
The
about
Wire
prison,
is-
buddy.
Which one is that?
What? Oz. What are you talking about? The Wire has nothing to do with prison.
Which the
What's
other?
The Wire about?
The Wire's just about Baltimore and just
Shit that
heroin
goes on.
and drugs.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Okay.
If you like
Oh, yeah.
Euphoria, do you watch like you watch any like the comic shit? You don't watch none of that. It's all like serious street shit.
I watched Luke Cage on Netflix.
Oh,
I
Yeah,
don't
Luke
know,
Cage
that's
is fire.
I like
Yeah.
Luke Cage.
It got canceled, unfortunately.
It did.
Yeah, that Disney Plus, man.
Disney Plus.
Disney Plus came and fucked up all the Netflix Marvel shows.
Oh, damn. Really?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Well, yo, the project is out.
Yeah.
You got a dope story.
Thank you.
You
And
got a lot of shit to talk about.
For sure.
yeah, and I feel like this. Are we considering this an album or an EP? Because
EP.
it's an EP. Okay.
Yeah. 7 songs. No features on there too.
No
so,
features.
Yeah.
Why no features?
I just wanted to like get Layton Greene to the world before I'm just trying to collaborate with.
Plus, your single had like a
We had
PNB Rock
three
and
heavy
Lil Baby and
hitters.
Young Miami and
Yeah.
Are
so-
you a dancer?
I be trying. I got some rhythm.
Some.
I ain't Sierra or nothing like it, but I got some rhythm.
Do you
But I
have dancers when you perform?
We switching up my performance now. I used to, have all the dances and stuff, but we getting a real live band and all that. And
I like it. Yo, so that chain you're wearing,
what's up?
the QC chain,
Mm-hmm.
that's, I'm assuming you didn't have to pay for that. They just like, they blessed you with it.
Yeah, it's a gift.
Nice. So like, let me ask you a question. Like
What's up?
shit goes left. You down to hawk the QC chain? Or you got to give it back to them?
Hopefully shit don't go
I
left.
know what I'm saying.
Shit
Like,
ain't gonna go left.
No, I
We
don't
all
think it will.
good.
I don't think it will. But I'm just curious. Like I always wonder that. Like when you sign a label, you get the chain. Like what happens when you
Oh
leave
no, they
the
ain't
label?
getting this back.
Like we gonna hit the
keeping this
pawn
shit.
shop.
Nah, I don't think I'll ever get rid of this.
We do a feature on the show called The Hate at 8. We do it every night,
at 8.
8 o'clock, and we have listeners call in and hate on something.
Oh,
it could
shit.
be traffic. It could be you know, a bad Uber driver. It could be their baby daddy. It could be whatever. What are you hating on, Layton Greene?
Damn. What am I hating on?
I don't know.
Just anything.
It could be anything. Just don't say, I'm hating on haters.
Nah, yeah.
Because we get that a lot.
Oh, you want to know my biggest pet peeve?
Yeah. Go ahead. Tell us.
I bet. I hate when somebody talking to you and they just like this.
Oh, they touch you?
Keep touching you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my God. Or laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, okay, nigga.
Have you met DJ Head?
What did you do?
I haven't touched her.
No, DJ Head is a toucher, though.
You a
Kevin Gates
toucher?
had to put him in his place. Did you see the Kevin Gates clip that went
Nah,
viral?
nah.
We should show her.
We can
Yeah,
her.
show me.
Yeah, Kevin Gates,
He doesn't
Head
like to
went
be
like
touched.
this, and Kevin Gates was like, yo, don't touch me.
Yeah, that's like my
Sir.
biggest pet peeve.
So you don't like people who touch you while they talk?
I mean, like, every now and again, just like, hey, how you doing? But, like, as far as, like, something funny, you just keep bumping into me and just...
They're probably
like,
drunk.
damn. Nah, that's really some people's personality. Like,
It is.
that's
That's
what
fair.
they do. And it just be like, I be trying to scoot over, like, nigga, you doing?
That's fair. All right, well, yo, hey, let's introduce the single for LA. Why don't you introduce it? Come on,
Sure.
let's get
It's
into
my
it,
new
Layton Greene.
song, Leave 'Em Alone, featuring Lil Baby P and B Rock and the City Girls.
Let's go.
Yes.
It's new music on Real 92.3. Boom.
Yeah.